Hi everybody, and welcome to G Talk. First and foremost, very important news of the day. I'm wearing pants. Not pajama pants or sweatpants, but real pants. Why, you ask? I will tell you. Now I'm going to go back and sit down and get comfy. Today, my husband and I found a way around the system because I have been feeling very frustrated, as I'm sure all of you have, because we haven't seen our kids in forever. Yes, we see them on video, yes, we see them on WhatsApp, but it's not the same thing, as you all know. So one of our kids lives in DC, and we figured we would find a way to meet midway while remaining socially distant and all that stuff. So my husband Brian found a park which was equidistant from DC and Cherry Hill. And we drove there this morning. They purchased their food for lunch and we got our food for lunch. And we drove to this lovely park. It was a gross day, as you all probably witnessed, but it was fairly dry, and we arrived, and the hardest part was not being able to hug my daughter and hug her boyfriend, but we remained distant, and they sat, and we went into this big, huge lean-to with all, benches and tables and everything, and they sat on one part of the table, facing one way, and we sat on the other part of the table within the distance facing them. So we could, hello, hello. And it was great, and we had lunch together. I was also able to bring down a Seder plate and and 2 haggadahs and some of my daughter's favorite Passover food as a way of just staying connected somehow. And so that was nice, and we cleaned the bag ahead of time, and we wiped down all the products. It was sanitized. So that was nice. And then after we ate, we just walked around the park, saw a couple people running, met some lovely, friendly, feral cats, and it was a weird situation, not to, to be so distant from your kid and not to be able to hug and touch, but there you have it, we found a way. So we were there for about an hour and a half, and then they went back to DC, and then before going back to Jersey, we found a Walgreens and figured, let's go in and check it out. So we put on our, what I call terrorist gear. We put on our green face masks and our purple gloves, spritzed ourselves with the Lysol and sanitizer, and went into Walgreens. We were the only people there. They did not have toilet paper, they did not have paper towels, they did not have, I did get 2 boxes of tissues. They did not have a lot of stuff, but they were open, so it was like, what the heck, we went in. Managed to spend, a couple bucks, and then we got back in the car and came home. So it was a wonderful outing, with the exception of walking around the block or walking in parking lots. We haven't been anywhere to meet anybody intentionally because you really can't, but we found a way to get around that. The other thing that I really wanted to do this week was to drive to New York and visit with our other daughter, Rachel, and her wife, even just in the car, and have the window between us and talk on the phone or say hi or whatnot. But most importantly, we wanted to deliver all of their Passover dishes to them. Unfortunately, the grown-up part of me kicked in and said, even if we stay in our bubble, in our car, we would open up the trunk and they would come in and they would take their boxes and we would schmooze for a little bit. They would be on the curb, we'd be in the car, divided by the car window and everything. And then we were going to go straight home. But then I said, that's not really kosher, because there's a reason why you don't do certain things, and because each and every single one of us is in this thing together, everything that we do affects other people. So I had a good cry, and then I just said, we shouldn't do this. So the girls are going to get paper, and they're going to buy some cheapy pots that they need, and they're going to do the best we can. Just like all around the world, people celebrating Passover are going to have virtual seders. And I saw a cute little thing today where it was a picture of a Passover table with 6 laptops facing one another. And it said, the 2020 Passover Seder. And also, all of my friends who are not Jewish and celebrating Christmas, Easter and other holidays, they will not be able to, put on the normal meals and the fixings and go to the churches and celebrate and do all that stuff that they normally do on this very important holiday. So we find a way to do a different version. I think if we accept the fact that we're all going to be really depressed, then we move up from there, and anything is going to make us feel better. But I can tell you these past 2 days, I actually did feel really sorry for myself, frustrated that I couldn't see my children, but grateful that they are healthy and they are living with people that they love and that love them back. And that's just got to be the way it is until this mess is over. So I commiserate with you. For some of you that have grandchildren that you can't see either, that you normally take care of, and your kids, we're all in this together. And we just have to learn how to think outside the box. So that was my first story that I wanted to share with you. I'm trying to think what else. Keep on getting a lot of funny material, and when I remember, I try to send it to this person and to that person. I think that's what we have to do to keep us, really busy and about and smiling, and again, a way to uplift ourselves. And I know that for everybody this week, it's going to be a really important week to get ready for Passover, to get ready for Easter, to get ready for the spring, which really came and went about a week and a half ago, by the way. We are in spring. And so there's lots of things that we can do at home. Tomorrow's a big day for me. Tomorrow I will dust. It was on my to-do list for 3 days. That's how productive I've been. But tomorrow I'm going to dust because my husband goes back to work, so that there's nothing to do with him during the day. So tomorrow I dust. I have to dust. And then I'm going to slowly turn my brain into Passover mode and start figuring out my recipes, what I'm going to do, because it's only this year. So I'm still making a lot of cookie batches because I'm going to mail all my baked goods to my children next Monday. And I bought a whole lot less. And so that's going to be my busy week this week. So I will be back. What's today? Sunday. Again, no watch. I don't know what day it is. I think it's Sunday. Is it Sunday, Brian? Yep, Sunday. So I will be back Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with you for another edition of G Talk. And pass, this YouTube video along. Again, I just want to... This is my way of connecting to people. It's obviously not professional. It's, whatever I want to say, I say. It's very casual. But again, it's the desire as we social distance, or as a friend of mine said, as we physically distance, we try to find a way to socially connect. and we're all shooting at straws here and, trying new ways. So have a wonderful night and a good day tomorrow. And don't forget, wash your hands, moisturize, and repeat. Have a good night, everybody. Stay well and stay healthy. Bye.